Sark, you've mentioned quite often this offseason what Arch has done to kind of establish himself as a leader. The other players, Michael and Anthony have mentioned that he's taken more kind of authority in the room, in the locker room. How have you seen that play out, and what's an example that you like to think about?
Yeah, I think that, naturally for a player, especially like Arch is a great teammate, and he's humble, he's got great work ethic, he's very relatable to the guys, and I felt like coming into this year, and I think Arch would be the first one to tell you, one of the more challenging things to do is when you're a great teammate and you're working hard, but you haven't been that frontline guy yet, is how do you take on that authoritative state when you haven't yet done it, right? And what we've had to explain to him was, you've earned it. He's earned it. He's earned the respect of his teammates that way. And so I think now more than ever, there hasn't been some, gigantic thing that he's had to do, but you feel his presence much more on a regular basis that way. But you feel it in a way where it's authentic to him. And he's not trying to be something that he's not. And I think that that's probably the most key component in his growth as we've been going through it.
As a competitor, how do you feel about the awesome chance to play the team that you last played the first game out of the chute, and personally, and how does the team feel?
Yeah, I think, the competitor in you loves the opportunity because it's like, well, that's the next chance is the same sting that you felt. The reality of it is, when you really dive deep into it, we're different teams again. We're a different team, they're a different team, a lot of new faces, transfers, different players, different coaches, different coordinators. And so once you get over the emotion of being excited to play that same team again, and you drill down to the tactical part of it all, which is, man, we got a lot of work to do. This is a very talented team. They got new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. We've got some new coaches that we're getting acclimated to what we're doing. We've got new faces, new players that we're going to be counting on, some transfers and things. You start to shift the focus away from the emotional side, and you start drilling into, this is going to be a good team. It's going to be a tough environment. We're going to need to play good football that day to come out on top. And so that's where our focus goes to. And I think our players in the same vein. The competitor in you is easy. Yeah, we want to go win that game. We want to go avenge the loss. But the reality is, this is a whole new year and different set of circumstances obviously on the table, but obviously recognizing and respecting that this is a heck of an opponent. It's going to be a great challenge.
Arch, obviously your first time at SEC Media Days. There's a lot of hype around you as a quarterback, but what do people maybe not know about you?
I feel like I'm a pretty normal guy. I like to hang out with my buddies, play golf. I take football pretty seriously, but other than that, just a regular guy.
Arch, what are some of the things you like to improve upon from your last season, and what can you say about your receivers in this offense?
Yeah, our receivers are really good, really fast. We got a bunch of young ones, but having Wingo and Demo back will be good, and I'm really just trying to improve as a leader this offseason.
What was the impetus of that to try to kind of establish yourself this offseason?
Yeah, I think as much as it wasn't always easy. Those 2 years, I kind of feel like I got a lot of respect from the team, and now being more of a vocal leader, they know that it's coming from a place of love, and when I get on someone, they know I'm not just being a turd.
What's the hardest thing you've had to deal with, in your time at Texas and this offseason?
Yeah, I think I would say probably from going, I played, this is not really a big deal, but I played every year in high school. It was 2A high school football, so that doesn't mean anything, but from sitting out and not playing, that was pretty tough. But I think more so now, just dealing with the media and stuff, I don't really care about all that. So I'm just here to play football, and that's kind of what I want my focus to be.